In Gold Rush's Succession, the 15th episode of the 14th season, Tony Beetroots gives Parker Schnabel exactly what Kevin Beetroots wants. The title of the 15th episode of Gold Rush Season 14 is the most recent information regarding the popular Discovery series. In addition, this week, one gold miner is having issues with their equipment, another is learning something unexpected, and the third is taking a big chance. What precisely happens in this episode? According to Rotten Tomatoes, there is much to unpack at this point. It seems that the Beetroots family is not making any progress in healing the wounds they have sustained. Their pitiful gold totals are more evidence that they do not respect one another and are unable to work together as a team. Will the Beetroots family be able to stop their arguments and start cooperating? The Beetroots family implodes while trying to get the Paradise Hill TRL running. Parker starts to slew Australia Creek and discovers a significant piece of information. However, Parker Schnabel continues to work hard. So what precisely is the big surprise? It's unclear whether this is a good or bad thing. Discovery that we are unaware of. Last but not least, Rick NES has returned to Raleigh Valley after deciding to move on from the Bacon Cut. Will they be able to find a way to extract more gold each week if Team Raleigh fails to meet its goals? If not, will they still be able to succeed at Raleigh Valley? According to the teaser that was shared on Twitter, Rick may be done with the Discovery program this week, but there will be more news and information soon in addition to the Gold Rush description. Tony Beetroots is given a tour by Parker Schnabel of his recent acquisition, after which Parker shows Tony around the Dominion Creek property and displays all of the equipment he plans to sell. Tony is happy with Parker's accomplishments and decides to commend him instead of buying anything. Parker thanks Tony in return, saying that if Tony had not taken a genuine chance on him, he would not be in this situation. In an honest reply, Tony said that he was aware of Parker's labor skills and that, as a result, he was happy to work alongside someone who had devoted his entire life to making his gold mining venture successful. Tony notes that, in all fairness, Parker's wish is not something that you could not obtain at school. Despite having obtained his education from the best John Schnabel, Tony's achievement can be linked to the challenging lessons he underwent. On the other hand, Kevin Beets is seeking not only recognition, but also credit. To that end, he made no such declarations. Rather, it seemed as though he was trying to prove to his parents that he was indispensable when he took off at the start of Gold Rush Season 14. A week ago, he returned, but he was not happy with his return. Tony and Kevin don't communicate with each other. Welcome back to my Gold Rush channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. This is the place where dreams are forged in the furnace of grit and determination. The air was thick with the alluring aroma of gold. As the sun descended below the horizon, it cast a warm golden glow over the expansive expanse that represents the Yukon within Tony Beets and Parker Schnabel. The allure of striking it rich was an insatiable fire that burned within them. This place had witnessed the rise and fall of many dreamers, but the protagonist of the story is Tony Beetroots, a seasoned mining veteran whose unwavering determination mirrored the harsh and merciless area he called home. At the beginning of the story, his aging hands gripped the excavator's steering wheel as he navigated the maze-like network of dirt roads that led to his mining claim. To put it another way, his hands were scared from years of toil and perseverance. Due to his illustrious mining accomplishments, Stomach had basically built an empire from the bottom up. He was eventually dubbed the Viking because of his relentless pursuit of gold and penchant for unconventional methods, which gained him a reputation as a notorious person. Parker Schnabel, a younger but equally determined individual, emerged on the other side of the Klondike. Having inherited the Big Nugget mine from his grandfather, the young miner with a strong desire to succeed set out to demonstrate that the Schnabel name would become synonymous with achievement. Tony was a formidable opponent in this region of the United States, where every ounce of gold was vitally important. As the seasons went on, Tony and Parker faced the inevitable challenges that come with mining in the Klondike. These challenges included extreme weather, equipment failures, and the ever-elusive gold. However, fate had a way of weaving their stories together in a way that neither of them could have possibly predicted. An important turning point occurred when Tony's skilled crew discovered a promising deposit on his claim. This deposit promised a motherlode that could rival any other motherlode in the history of the Klondike. Tony could not contain the joy that lit up in his eyes as he imagined the fortune that awaited him beneath the frozen earth. Tony's recent discovery was known to Parker Schnabel, whose mining firm was struggling to remain profitable, and he saw an opportunity to better his financial situation. He had overheard others discussing it. Reaching out to Tony, Parker took a risk by proposing a partnership in which both crews would work together to retrieve the wealth hidden beneath the frozen surface. Tony, who is renowned for his stern manner and no-nonsense approach, was initially skeptical, but Parker's zeal and commitment struck a chord with him. In addition to using time-honored techniques that have been passed down from generation to generation, Tony Beets and Parker Schnabel's decision to accept the alliance, which would open the door for a historic relationship in the Klondike, was a rare example of the great friendship that existed between the two of them. Their workers worked tirelessly to implement edge technology. The previously problematic frozen earth suddenly gave way to their relentless pursuit, exposing veins of gold that gleamed like hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. As the gold started to pour in, the two titans of mining also started to bond over their shared experience of brotherhood. The mining operation Tommy was operating was reinvigorated as a result of Parker's gift of a fresh perspective and original ideas. Tony handed on his knowledge of the Klondike to Parker, who in turn passed on the torch to the next generation. Tony's seasoned wisdom contained the secrets of the Klondike. Despite the continual buzz of generators and the clattering of gears surrounding them, Tony and Parker started to develop an unusual bond. While working side by side, the elder Viking and the younger upstart found that they had a lot in common, such as their unwavering pursuit of their goals and mutual dedication to the search for gold. The rough landscape of the Klondike became a furnace that formed a friendship that neither of them had anticipated. On a certain day, as the sun descended below the horizon, throwing a golden glow over the mining site, an unanticipated visitor arrived. It was Kevin, the unassuming mechanic, who had become an invaluable member of Parker's crew. True, the unsung hero had always been Kevin, who worked diligently behind the scenes to ensure that the machinery continued to function and that the operation continued to be successful. Neither Tommy nor Parker failed to acknowledge Kevin's commitment and effort in his work. In a moment of mutual appreciation, they came to the conclusion that Kevin should be given the respect that he deserved. They assembled the crew, and against the backdrop of the Klondike sunset, they gave Kevin a gesture of their thanks. It was a gold nugget pendant that had been fashioned specifically for him. This pendant was a sign of the teamwork and togetherness that had characterized their joint business. The gesture took Kevin by surprise, and as he held the brilliant pendant in his hands, he felt a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment about his achievement in the crucible of the Klondike, where the search for gold had united three unlikely allies on a journey of discovery and friendship. It was a tangible symbol of the relationships that had been formed. The Klondike was buzzing with talk of a new era in mining as word spread throughout the area about the remarkable partnership between Parker Schnabel and Tommy Beets. Not only had the Viking and the young gun found a huge amount of gold, but they had also shown the rest of the world that in the pursuit of dreams, alliances could be formed in the face of adversity. As a tribute to the unwavering spirit of those who had the courage to dream in the land of gold, the story of Tommy Beets giving Parker Schnabel what Kevin wanted became a legend in the Klondike. As a result, the Klondike continued to weave its tales, with each nugget of gold carrying the memories of dreams fulfilled and friendships formed in the crucible of the gold rush, which took place under the watchful gaze of the Northern Lights. Thanks for watching my video.